In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a DJ edit using audio tracks. There are several ways to make DJ edits, so in this video, I'm going to show you 3 brief examples. A basic DJ edit, or redrum, is when you take an existing song and add your own elements to it, like drums or effects. For this example, I'm going to take a slow song and speed it up and fatten up the drums so I can play it in a DJ set. Let me show you how to do this.
Taking a song and making a DJ edit with Serato Studio is fun, quick, and easy. For example, I have this slow song by Quadrant called Impatient that I want to turn into a more up-tempo groove. I can search through the Serato DJ Library tab and find the song, and then drag it over to the Song View tab and then drop it into an empty space. Once the audio file is loaded, cue points can be added to trigger the playback of the song from various sections. By default, the first cue point will be set at the first detected downbeat of the audio. To slice the song into 8 cue points, use Set Endless Slicer. For this example, the 8 cue points are set to 32 beats or 8 bars apart from each other. Each of the cue points is represented by a clip. Taking the first clip, I will add it to the timeline. The whole file will appear, but I will truncate it to only have the first 4 bars of the song play. I can truncate the file by placing the cursor at the end of the file and using the right bracket on the screen to shorten the length of the file. I will then duplicate that by 4 bars by highlighting it and then duplicating it by pressing Command and D on the keyboard. This allows me to extend the intro of the song for a clean 8-bar intro. I will then add the second clip where the vocals start and let that play into the end of the first chorus. Then I'll drop in another clip to create an 8-bar break before the second verse. I will then truncate the clip to make it 4 bars and then duplicate it. Then I'll add in another clip and let the rest of the song play. At the end of the song, I'll add in the first clip and truncate it to 4 bars, and then duplicate it to create an outro. With the song structure laid out with clips, the drums can be added to program a beat with the drum deck. In the drum tab in the library, under the All Drum Kits, is the Knocking Rap Drum Kit. After dragging that kit to the drum deck, a sequence can be recorded in the drum sequencer. Pressing record, I can play a simple drum groove with a kick, open hi-hat, and clap. I will also add in a limiter and a drum reverb effect on the scene player, which will help the drums sound bigger. And to add a bit more groove to the drums, I'll adjust the swing to 25%. With the first groove made, a variation for the first scene can be made. By copying the first scene and the second scene, a snare can be programmed to the drum sequencer. By adding a delay to the snare and changing the rate to 3/4, add some swing to the snare pattern. Another scene can be copied, adding additional snare variations. Once the scenes are completed, then they can be dragged into the timeline of the song in the scene track. To make the drums more prominent in the track, the hard sidechain effect can be used on the audio track. In the effects panel of the audio track player, select hard sidechain for the effects slot. Then press the sidechain input and choose the Knocking Rap Drum Kit, and then select the deep kick. In general, when using the hard sidechain effect, the kick will be selected by default, but it can be changed to any sound in the sidechain routing. Then turn up the amount of the level for the effect. Then repeat this process for the second effect slot, but select the clap instead of the deep kick. you will hear that the track has a pumping effect. In the master channel, using the effects presets Brightener EQ, Master Compression, and Limiter in varying amounts will give the track a more polished sound. By adjusting the project key, the song can take on a completely new feel and mood. The key can be changed by clicking the arrows for the value. Changes to key and BPM can be made to taste. By changing the project BPM, the song can also change the feel and the mood. The project BPM can be changed either by typing in the BPM or clicking the arrows for the BPM values.
Intro-outro edits are a great way to make your favorite song easier to DJ with. Whether it's removing an unwanted intro or verse, or just extending an intro or an outro to make it easier for you to mix with. Let me show you how to do this.
It's easy to make an intro-outro edit of a track to make it easier for phrase mixing for a DJ set. In the Serato DJ Library tab, search to find a song with a good instrumental part or a drum solo. Then drag over the song to the Song View tab and then drop it into an empty space. By adjusting the project key, the song can take on a completely new feel and mood. The key can be changed by clicking the arrows for the value. Changes to key and BPM can be made to taste. By changing the project BPM, the song can also change the feel and the mood. The project BPM can be changed either by typing in the BPM or clicking the arrows for the BPM values. Cue points can be added to trigger back playback of the song from various sections. By default, the first cue point will be set at the first detected downbeat in the audio. In this instance, another audio track will be loaded up with the same audio file. At the part of the song where the drum solo break is, the playhead will be set for the first downbeat. Then using the Set Slicer Auto Set feature, the audio will be set to slice at the beat value of 4. Then drag the clip of the slice into the timeline of the audio track. Then duplicate it several times to make a 16-bar intro. In this example, on the first audio track, the strings will be playing, while on the second audio track, the drum loop clip will be playing as well. The last duplicate of the drum loop can be truncated to create some space for the vocal to come in, with the drums that already exist in the track. To truncate the clip, hover the cursor over the end of the loop and the right brackets will appear. There you can shorten the length of the loop.
I'm gonna take my time.
To create an outro for the track, drag the clip to the point at the end of the track that works. On the first audio track, the tail of the song that starts to fade away can be truncated by hovering over the end of the audio file with the cursor and using the right bracket to shorten the end of the file. In the second audio track, duplicate it several times to make an 8-bar outro. If needed, default effects on the master channel can be used to finish off the track. To export, go to the Export Song tab and click on it. You have the option to export the file as a 24-bit 44.1 kHz WAV file or as a 320 megabytes per second MP3. Once you have the file exported, you can close Serato Studio and open up Serato DJ Pro and import the song to a crate to play in a DJ set.
So, using Serato Studio, it's really easy to create a mashup using an acapella and an instrumental that you know will work well together. Let me show you how to do it.
It's easy to make a mashup of an instrumental and an acapella with Serato Studio. In the Serato DJ Library tab, search for a song with good instrumental parts. Then drag it over to the Song View tab and then drop it into an empty space. Using the Set Slicer Auto Set feature, you can create slices in various places in the song where there are instrumental parts based on beat values. For this song, the first 8 bars work for the instrumental part. As well, there's an 8-bar section at the end of the song that is an instrumental part with less instrumentation in it. Once those slices are made, then they can be dragged down to the audio track. Set the project BPM and key to the desired setting. The key can be changed by clicking on the arrows for the value. The project BPM can be changed either by typing in the BPM or clicking the arrows for the BPM value as well. In the Serato DJ Library tab, search to find an acapella. Then drag it over to the Song View tab and drop it into an empty space. The key and the BPM of the acapella will automatically sync to the session. For the acapella in the audio track, adjust the cue point to the start of the track. In this instance, the acapella starts on the 4 count of the measure. So the acapella will need to be moved to the 4 count in the bar of the instrumental in order for it to be played correctly in phrase. If needed, the acapella can be sliced up and rearranged to your liking. And as simple as that, the mashup edit is done. To export, go to the Export Song tab and click on it. You have the option to export the file as a 24-bit 44.1 kHz WAV file or as a 320 megabytes per second MP3. Once you have the file exported, you can close Serato Studio and open up Serato DJ Pro and import the song to a crate to play in a DJ set.
So that's how you can make different types of DJ edits with Serato Studio. Have fun making DJ edits and make sure to check out serato.com/studio to learn more.